on the backs of our people and called it rain. As a bypasser, we turned our cheek the other way. The day all activists died, our hearts became cold and numb at the sight of schools in poor submission. Not feeling hate, remorse, anger, and passion to change schooling conditions. The day all activists died, we became more concerned with learning what is in the books than using that information in them to empower our people or write history of our own. The day all activists died, our voices were silenced in forums, meetings, and protests by being absent. The excuse, I just don't have the time. The result, a cultural bond. Minds became passive, non-critical, and accepting of an oppressive system. The day all activists died. Imagination stopped imagining what it could be like to fly, what it would be like in a society with equality, to be free without having to be high. The day all activists died, our rivers of tears dried up, and wounds were left to bleed until there was no more life. The day all activists died, all movements came to a halt.
Dedication to my mom, who works 5 days of the week, sorting tomatoes for minimum wage. I see my mom's eyes. It hurts to see her struggle. When I wake, she's there making breakfast, but I tell her, don't worry about me, please go to sleep. The way she gives her love is hard to say no, but I know that her sleep is important because she works almost every day of the week. From the time that she wakes to the time that she sleeps, I think of how she gets by with her tired eyes. She works 40 to 60 hours per week. I hate the people that exploit her feet. The work that she does is sorting fruits. Most of her co-workers are women. The straw bosses are men. They feel power over them. They have this strength that they put themselves over them. This machismo stuff, we have to fight against it because you know what? Our women are not going to fight by themselves. We have to fight that idea too. Men get upset with the women, they scream and they yell, but don't worry, Mom, they'll scream their last bell. Don't let them tell you, don't let them give you lip, don't let them give you shit. Let them know what you mean, and if they don't, we'll put them to sleep. But she works almost every day of the week. When she comes home, she tells me the workload, of how the bosses insulted her. One day she came and she said, I had enough! She organized her co-workers because a boss threatened one of her workers upstairs because they weren't listening. Of course they weren't listening. How can you listen when somebody yells in your face, screams at you in front of everybody else? You have to stand up against that. My mom said, all right, we'll all go with you. Because if one person goes upstairs, we all go upstairs. Because we are all workers together, we have to fight together. What ended up happening? Well, you could tell where that straw boss went. He went behind the boxes. He didn't go anywhere else. He didn't want to say anything else. Because the truth is that when workers get together, we end up striking together. We have to fight together. Don't forget that. The 99% will never stop fighting. Because until there's a working class fighting power that fights against a system that exploits us, we're going to fight back and stay up there. We have to fight back. Remember this movement, people. This movement is for us to fight for. Thank you.
Hi, you guys. How you doing? My name is Sean Hill. It's nice to meet you guys. It's also nice to be blinded. Much respect to all the poets before and after. What else did I have to say? I hope we all sincerely become Facebook friends after this. Okay, you guys? Not kidding. Quote, evil is good or truth misplaced. Evil is good or truth misplaced. Quote. I have seen world peace. It does exist truly. It breathes, it walks. Matter of fact, its breath smells great. It is almost unrecognizable when you see it. I feel like I'm telling you this as an unbelievable secret, although I know it's not. Realistic inner and outer world peace exists, but at the moment, for now, only in fragments, in different places all over the world, at different times of the day. It exists in sleep, where the conversations of conscious and subconscious thought have a dialogue where they can both speak and listen freely, again and again until the next night of understanding. It exists on the weekends in parks, where entire countries, and I mean families, coexist, communicate, and play freely on a grassy planet without any notion of war, economics, or corruption, where the most serious problems are how fast you can spin and fall from dizziness, how hard you can laugh, especially at yourself, how nice and meaningful you can say, oh, you forgot the sandwiches? Let me go back and I'll pick them up. And yeah, little cousin, Kamate your alma, you can come along too. World peace exists in every single one of us at any event where we lend our thoughts, stop our inner judgments, expectations of ourselves and others, and give our understanding fully to someone else. World peace exists when we all imagine for a moment that every president, Congress, Wall Street stockbroker, CEO, and their board of directors who have done anything corrupt, who have ever done anything corrupt, selfish, or acted on misguided, misplaced truths, if they all were listening to every word of this event, world peace would exist if every single one of us truly, at our core, wanted them to leave this place feeling loved, understood, at home, and serenely happy. Because we can remember they used to be someone's child too. That they have addictions, vices, past they want to let go of, and they don't know how. Parents that didn't love them the best they could, and we all know that if a single person in a family is unhappy, the rest of the family can feel negative consequences. So we shouldn't be surprised or shocked that when people in positions of power that can affect families globally aren't happy in their own lives, they can greatly and negatively affect all of us. World peace exists when we remember to love ourselves, forgive ourselves, do our best to understand ourselves, rinse, repeat to whoever we meet. World peace exists when we remember that before we let our religions, faiths, ideas, stereotypes, identities, and IQs ever exist in us, before all that, we just wanted to eat until we shouldn't, sleep in a warm place, be happy, have someone hold us and hug us that really loves us, laugh unconditionally, laugh uncontrollably, play with each other in our imaginations, learn something new, see new things, be responsible for something we can handle, and get along with this big, beautiful world. That our eyes grow bigger to even see every wonderful person in it. And world peace exists when we remember that after we let our religions and beliefs and ideas and stereotypes and identities and IQs that exist in us, we still just want to eat until we shouldn't, sleep in a warm place, be understood, be surprised every now and again, have someone hold us and hug us that really loves us, laugh uncontrollably, play with each other in our imaginations, learn something new, see new things, be responsible for something we can handle, and get along with this big, beautiful place that we try to make our eyes bigger to see every day. World peace really exists, and we just remember that it already